He won this year?
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog episode 4. So we were talking about Ursula.
I'm saying, essentially,
episode.
really, it's like if Chris came over, right? Our adopted brother Chris came over, and I took his little boy out, my nephew, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna take him out for some ice cream, Chris and Kelly," and they go, "Okay," and then I come back 3 hours later, and he has an ear, and then I go, "What are you doing that before? What did I do? I mean, what did you do?" She was dizzy, man. She was a dizzy old fat thing. She was a blonde, and that don't think that means anything because it doesn't. She was Ursula, but she was blonde, so she had the dizzy.
She looked like Ursula.
And we're serious now. We're not even like kidding. Our dad used to say it back when we were kids that she looked like Ursula. Because The Little Mermaid came out in 1989, which is a year after Josh Fire Leviticus was born.
Yeah.
We also used to say that those were her tits. We were a little messed up.
What were her tits?
Little circle things that shoot out. Remember we said those were Eleanor's big boobies?
Oh my god.
Well, we didn't really know what boobies were back then.
Oh my god.
We're talking about 20 years ago here.
Those are her tits.
We're talking about 20 years ago. No, longer. Because 20 years ago I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like 8. So we're talking about like 25 years ago.
And then, what was it?
Quarter of a century.
Vicky and Vanessa.
Vicky, Vanessa, and...
Which was the
other one, too. I was going to marry Vicky. You were going to marry Vanessa. Or opposite, whichever was older or younger. And then there was the youngest one who had the little brother. And that was going to be Josh's wife.
Which was the one that I liked?
The middle one.
Was it the middle one?
Yeah, that was the one I
assigned.
One
of the first girls
I assigned our future wives.
Oh god.
And in age order. And mine was the ugliest.
Yeah, Water Exodus was getting it in.
The young one was cute too, Josh's.
Yeah.
I mean, she was just a kid, but you could see she was going to get cute when she was older, but mine was old. But you never know. If you saw her now, she might be...
she could be dead.
Well, that's a terrible thing to say.
But,
boobies!
Oh, yeah.
Boobies.
Oh my god, we did say that.
I think because she had a shirt with that pattern and color.
Yeah. She did. The gold shirt with the green...
Right.
Yeah, I actually remember it.
Yep. I knew it rang a bell.
But yeah, I actually kissed that girl. And how old were we? We were young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very young.
Water Exodus
Single
getting it in.
Single digits. Young. Single digits young. ThunderGenesis still got it first, though.
What?
You said Water Exodus was getting it. Was getting some. But ThunderGenesis was the first one to have a girlfriend. To do things.
Oh, okay.
Well, why are you acting like I'm saying something wrong?
You're not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying it's okay.
I'm not trying to...
No! It doesn't matter.
I can't come back.
You can't come back here.
Damn lampposts. I still remember when I brought back the video of me making out with Aaron.
Ugh, it was the most disgusting thing.
Right, yeah, except they kept wanting to watch it.
I didn't want to watch it. Zool did. He was jealous that his man was being taken.
He wanted that Aaron.
Ugh.
What? Ugh. She was alright.
Ugh. Wasn't for me, my man.
Well, I didn't exactly choose. We
didn't exactly choose.
It was on AOL. I mean, we were pioneers, me and Aaron. We were like one of the first online relationship people ever.
In the history of man. It's gonna keep following you.
It's a big thing now. I mean, but we did it back when it was unheard of. In AOL chat rooms, so of course our parents were like, who is this? Is this a video game character? No, this is a real person. but you met him on the telly.
On the telly?
Although actually they were hicks, so they sounded more like, you met him on the picture box.
Oh god.
No, Daddy. I met him on the computator. Robotnik had an entire ocean of oil. How did he get that? You know what that would be worth?
Yeah.
He makes it a level. And then there's this. Okay, Metropolis level is essentially the final level.
Yeah.
This one has 3 acts. It is the longest, most annoying level in the game. And it is essentially Robotnik's headquarters.
Oh, it does have 3 acts. Oh, shit.
It's Robotnik's headquarters, right, Dean?
Yeah.
Then they shock you, because unlike 1, where you fought him in his headquarters, we find out that he has a spaceship.
Go back, God!
I missed that. Alright, don't
I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't bother me. It's these damn 3 hoops that they thought they were they were impressing people.
They wanted to work for it.
It's the
loop to swoop.
the loop to swoop. I mean, graphically, it wasn't impressive back then, but it makes it difficult.
Yeah.
See?
I think that's it.
Can't be pissed.
They don't let you get hit in this. You have to dodge.
Well, obviously, as it gets on, we only have 3 left, so they get harder and harder.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's okay, and essentially, you get to become supersonic with 50 rings, which makes you invincible, but the rings deplete, and it actually
as previously
hurts you
stated, I know the people watching this have played and seen this game.
Yeah,
So
it
you guys
doesn't
know.
change any story or anything.
Yeah.
Not visually any story, but
And honestly, it is just amazing that he's recording with me at this point.
why is that?
What? So I'm not going to start redoing episodes.
Why is that?
See, ThunderGenesis has to be in a mood. I'm using air quotes
I
here.
want to do Sonic
To
3.
play a game. No, but that's what I'm saying. So he's in what we call a Sonic mood.
I actually mean a Kingdom Hearts movie.
So he wants to
But
record
Sonic
this.
on the handheld.
Does anyone remember that
Mantis.
that we were also playing?
I know, Majora's
Mask.
We'll get there.
That is not done. Not because we don't want to record, but because he's not in a.
Well, the new version of Majora's
Zelda
Mask
mood.
is out now. I don't want to play the old one anymore.
Oh, we have to finish it.
Well, can't you play the 3DS one?
No, I don't have a fucking 3DS emulator.
Because you are unprofessional.
Hey, listen, I can always just delete the videos and wipe the slate clean,
Dare
man.
do that. Don't you dare do that.
But yeah, so he has to be in a mood to play a game. Like Kingdom Hearts. Now, because he's been looking at Final Mix and shit like that, he's in a Kingdom Hearts mood.
Yeah, I've been playing the 1.5 and 2.5 collection.
Exactly.
And I had perfect files on the original copies, and I gotta do it all over again.
So now, if we were to, let's say, let's play Kingdom Hearts, once the mood is gone, he would be like, well, I'm done. I'm going to start recording in the next mood. 2 years later. It took us 6 months to record Link to the Past.
No. This is why it's good to play these old games with me, because most of them we could do in one sitting.
Yes, which we are doing this in one sitting. Other than
Sonic
his food
3
break.
as soon as possible. So tomorrow, tonight, whatever you want.
Tonight.
Because while I'm in the mood, take advantage of it. The Sonic 3 also will be one sitting, I promise.
If not tonight or tomorrow, because I have stuff to do. It'll be next Tuesday. So we'll give the episodes time to air.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, I have stuff to do tomorrow.
Ah, I could have got that.
I don't think there's enough continue things to get 3 more emeralds, though.
There are. But it would have to be where I literally got everyone.
In each one.
In each one.
Mantis Toboggan.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mantis. Armando's gonna make fun of you.
Who?
Armando.
Why is that?
Because he loves this game. He's like, oh, it's cool. We're kind of doing this for Armando too, because he asked us to play this game.
Armando, why is he gonna make fun of ThunderGenesis? Armando loves ThunderGenesis.
No, but he's gonna call you a scrub.
I think he's gonna get a crack when I see him. Why am I a scrub? I don't understand.
But this was
we played this like fucking 15 years before he was born.
I know. But he did request this game. He asked us.
You got it. Sadigo.
The boy. It's the name that I gave him. It's the name he goes
with. Of course it's genius. I thought of it. Jess, it's your Uncle Bear.
Oh, God.
You want me to do Donald Trump impressions for you?
Nope. Thought I was going to have to blow my brains out.
Why not?
I got stuck, not stuck, because I needed to drive our mother around last week. I had no problem doing it.
You had to do it anyway, but...
I had no problem doing it, but there was a tag-along, and by the time the 5 hours was done, I thought I was seriously considering downing a whole fucking glass of bourbon and putting the old pistola in my mouth.
Well, they can be tough. They can make you want a bottle of scotch and a handgun to blow your fucking brain out.
The first thing I did when I came home was like, tell me, can't do this.
I know, they can be tough sometimes.
I don't know how Josh does it.
And you have no relationship with Uncle Bob, so it's always fun seeing you two together because it's like, he's so uncomfortable.
I like it that way.
So do I. It's good he has one of us dead. He's always a little nervous with him. Keeps him very good.
In the gutter.
No.
I get text.
Metropolis Zone. Well, Water X is on his phone again.
Water X is getting no peanuts.
We're actually watching. We watch the Game of Thrones every Sunday together, and he's on his phone while we're watching the episode. What are you looking at? You're watching a brand new episode. You want to see all of it,
and I did.
And you're reading Wikipedia about the episode. I don't get that.
Doing for reason.
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't make any sense.
And I don't like. I mean, can we talk about that? Can we spoiler warn them?
Yeah.
Alright, spoiler warning if you didn't see this season of Game of Thrones yet, okay? I'll give you a second to turn away.
Up to episode 6?
Up to episode 5.
5.
So
The Door. Episode The Door.
Right, you've been warned. The Hodor. So, okay. So anyway, Flairn was very upset. Water X's was very upset that Summer died.
There was no reason to kill that direwolf buck. And like that,
I agree.
at least make it a little more heroic.
I agree, right, exactly. Like, I agree. There was no reason. He didn't help at all. It was the forest girl who fought the most time for them with the explosion. So his sacrifice was in vain. And it was just sad dog crying.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. And I don't understand strategically as a writer why you would do that, because now that they don't have Hodor, because Hodor sacrificed himself, which was awesome. The whole they explained why he's Hodor.
But that's the point.
They needed him.
I think that's the point.
The point of what?
I think they're going to be going through some shit, and if they had Summer with them, it wouldn't do some shit.
But Summer gives the writers options. You understand? It's not just a girl and a boy. A girl pulling a sled in the wilderness. Now he could warg into Summer, you know. So I think it was not a good sacrifice, but it was a missed and otherwise unbelievable scene where we find out that Hodor. What is this? Like, why are there balloons attacking us?
And they're smiling too when they.
Robotnik balloons. Like,
oh, look at it.
I remember I wanted his little egg thing before.
So what I gather is,
essentially,
he warged into Hodor.
He was stuck in what he was in the past. He couldn't wake up. So to warg into Hodor, he warged into the past Hodor. So he had a little time travel thing going on here.
But that fucked his head up, right?
And it messed his head up. So he went into a crazy thing. And he heard her saying, "Hold the door, hold the door." And he said, "Hold the door, hold the door." And eventually that became Hodor. So it was really cool explanation.
Yeah, well.
I thought it was just going to be he got kicked in the head by a moose
or was training and got hit in the face.
Right, yeah. So I thought that was very good. Alright, so we are now in Wing Chase Zone, which this was the big surprise of the game. You think at the end of Metropolis you're going to fight Robotnik in the
Should we end the episode here? We're at 15
good
minutes.
idea. But let me finish what I was saying.
Okay.
This is the big surprise because you thought that you were going to fight Robotnik at the end of his laboratory, but instead you take to the skies.
Look at Tails. He's like, this dumb motherfucker.
Shut up.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember,
Keep on flipping.
keep on living.